Welcome friends, in this video I am going to show you how to increase shell stitch in round. Okay, I have made one round of shell stitch and I have made 12 numbers. You have to make sure that you have to take even number of shells because you have to increase exactly opposite sides. Okay, so you have to take even number of shells. I have taken 12 numbers of shells. Okay, now slip stitch into the first single crochet. Okay, first single crochet, slip stitch into the first single crochet. Okay, now we have to make a V stitches. Next round is V stitches. Okay, for that we have to make a V stitch here, that is chain 3, that's the first arm, and again chain 1 and double crochet into the same point. So we made a V stitch here. Okay, so first one we made only one V stitch. The next point we have to make the increase here, chain 1 and single crochet into the center point. Okay, now we have to make 2 V stitches into that point. We are making an increase there. Instead of one V stitch we are going to make 2 V stitches. I didn't take chain 1, do not take chain 1 there. Okay, so double crochet, chain 1 and double crochet. So the first V stitch. Now next one more V stitch into the same point. Okay, so again double crochet, and chain 1 and double crochet. So we made 2 V stitches there to make 2 shells. Okay, that's the point where we increase. Okay, see we have 2 V stitches here, 1 and 2, and now no chain 1, no chain 1, we are going to make a single crochet into the center point of the shell. Okay, so we have made an increase there. See, 1 and 2. Okay, now chain 1 and next V stitch into the next point. Okay, 1 V stitch, chain 1, double crochet, then chain 1 and single crochet into the middle point. Okay, so we have increased there. Now we have to make the next increase on exactly opposite of the first increase. Okay, exactly opposite side. That's why I told you have to take even number shells, otherwise you won't get the exact half portion. So if it's not even number, it won't look even when you make increases. So you have to take on the exactly opposite side of the next for the next increase. Okay, so here comes the next point. Here also we are going to make an increase of 2 shells. For that we have to make 2 V stitches. Okay, so I didn't take chain 1, no chain 1 there. Okay, then we are going to make first V stitch there, double crochet, chain 1 and double crochet, and one more V stitch into the same point. Okay, one more V stitch into the same point. So we made increases on exactly opposite sides, opposite points for 2 shells. We made 2 V stitches for 2 shells. Okay, then continue working. Okay, V stitches here, 2 points there. Okay, now again chain 1 and continue working with V stitches. So we came to the last point, chain 1 and slip stitch into the first V stitch. Okay, now we are going to make shells here. So first V stitch we are going to make 5 double crochets to form a shell. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and we are going to single crochet into the single crochet into the middle of the shell. We have a single crochet there. Going to single crochet into the single crochet. Okay, now next point is 2 V stitches. There we have to make 2 shells, but we are not going to make 5 double crochet shell. Instead of that we are going to make 3 double crochet shells. Okay, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, we made a shell stitch with 3 double crochets and single crochet into the space between 2 V stitches, into the space between 2 V stitches. Okay, so first shell, then single crochet into the space between 2 V stitches, and again 3 more double crochets to form the next shell. Okay, 2 and 3, and slip stitch into the single crochet of previous round. Okay, so we made an increase here with 2 shells with 3 double crochets. Okay, it's an increase there. We made 2 shells with 3 double crochets. Okay, now continue working with 5 double crochet into the next point. Make a shell, 3, 4 and 5, single crochet. So keep on working in the same manner. Okay, we will meet you in the next point. Okay, see, we have to make the same pattern on the opposite side also. Okay, so again we have to make 2 shells with 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3, and single crochet into the space between 2 V's. Okay, space between 2 V's. Okay, and double crochet, 3 double crochet, 1, 2 and 3, and single crochet into the previous single crochet, the previous round. Okay, again shell stitch into the next V stitch, 5 double crochets, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, and double crochet, single crochet. Okay, so we have made increases on 2 opposite points, any 2 opposite points to that. You can do this increase on any 2 opposites, exactly opposite sides. Okay, so we have completed that round. Okay, now next is slip stitch to the center of the shell. Okay, we'll start with the center of the shell. So slip stitch to the center of the shell, to the 3rd double crochet. Okay, okay, we are going to make a single crochet there and make a V stitch to the next point. Okay, we are going to the usual V stitch into the next point. Okay. Okay. Next is the increased point. Okay. And chain 1 and single crochet into the center of that 3 shell. That is the second double crochet. Okay, to the middle of that 3 double crochet shell. Now we have to make again an increase between that 2 small shells. We have to make an increase between that 2 small shells. Okay, again we are going to make a V stitch there, 2 V stitches there to make an increase, making 2 V stitches there. Okay, 1 V stitch, again one more into the same point. Okay, chain 1 and double crochet. So we made 2 V's into, again we have increased, we made the increase between 2 shell stitches there, between that small 3 double crochet shell stitches. Okay. Okay, now continue with V stitches, chain 1. So when we go for increases, we are not making a chain 1 to make that V stitch. To start the V stitch, we are not taking chain 1. Okay, you should bear it in mind that we will not take a chain 1 when we go for an increase. Okay. Now again you have to come to the next point and make an increase into that in between 2 small stitches. Okay, we have reached here. So chain 1, as usual we make a V stitch here, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, V stitch, then okay, chain 1 and we made a single crochet. Now I forgot chain 1 there. Chain 1 and single crochet into the second stitch of that shell. There is only 3 double crochets. We made a single crochet into the second one. Now we are going to make, we didn't do chain 1, we are going to make 2 V stitches into that same point, into the point between 2 small shell stitches. Okay, 1 and now 1 more into the same point. Okay, and single crochet into the center piece, center stitch. Okay. Okay, so we have again made 1 more increase here. Now continue with the V stitches. Okay, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1 and single crochet into the middle stitch. Okay, see, we have made the increase. You can continue working like that. Now in the next round I will show you how to make the shell stitch again one more time. Okay, so came to the last point and we are making a slip stitch into the first single crochet there. Okay, now we are going to make shell stitch. Okay, so single crochet and usual 5 double crochets there. Okay, increase is coming only here. We are going to make 5 double crochets into the V stitch here, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, then single crochet into the single crochet of the previous round. Okay, chain one, there is a chain one and single crochet, yeah, single crochet into that single crochet. Now it's a increasing point. We have 2 V stitches there. We're going to make 3 double crochets to form a shell stitch. Okay, only 3 double crochets to form a shell stitch. 2 and 3, and single crochet into the center space. Okay, and one more shell stitch with 3 double crochets. 1, 2 and 3. Okay, and slip stitch into the single crochet of previous round. Okay, now as usual, shell stitch with 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, okay, again we have increased one more round here. Okay, now we are continue working in the same manner. Okay, again we have came to the increasing point, so we have to make 2 shells with 3 double crochets. Okay, 1, 2 and 3, and single crochet into the space between 2 V stitches, and again one more shell stitch with 3 double crochets. Okay, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, again single crochet into the previous single crochet and continue working in the same manner. Okay, here we have increased in this point. You are continuing with shell stitches. Okay, now we are closing the round with slip stitch in the base of the shell stitch, that's the single crochet. Okay, see, you can see the slowly the angle forming here. See, it started sloping. Okay, I will make one more round of V stitches here. See, sidewise it's slowly increasing. Okay, I will make one more round of V stitches here. Okay, so first V stitches 3 double crochet, and so I have completed one more round of V stitches there, and now you can see the slope forming, increasing on sidewise. I hope you understand, and if you like it, please comment and give a like. Okay, thank you for watching. See you soon with another video. Thank you.